A few minutes ago, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation officially announced that the operational pause in the Kursk direction of the front was over. According to the Russian military department, the fighters of the group of troops under the designation Sever interrupted the operational pause and resumed offensive operations in the Glushkovsky, Korenevsky, and Sudzhansky districts of the Kursk region. Moreover, the renewed Russian offensive actions have already given their results. According to war correspondents, over the past 24 hours, Russian troops have made serious progress in the Korenevsky district of the Kursk region. In particular, war correspondents confirmed the liberation of the settlement of Olgovka by the Russian army. Moreover, they also confirmed the Russian advance in the Sudzhansky district of the Kursk region. In particular, the war correspondents noted the significant advance of Russian troops in the Plakovo area, in the direction of the settlement of Gaevo. In this regard, Ukrainian military experts began to express concern due to the possible cutting off of the Ukrainian army units from the border, and the complete deprivation of supplies in the Sudzhansky district of the Kursk region. The commander of one of the units of the Ukrainian army, Colonel Kirill Sazonov, also added oil to the fire. In particular, he directly stated the difficult situation of the Ukrainian army in the Kursk region. According to him, the Ukrainian army units suffer from poor knowledge of the terrain and a chronic manpower shortage. At the same time, he notes that the Russian army is constantly increasing its forces and assets in the Kursk direction of the front. In this regard, the Ukrainian officer expressed confidence that Russian troops could dislodge the Ukrainian army units from the Kursk region in October or November of this year. However, the bad news for the Ukrainian General Staff and its NATO military advisors did not end there. On September 29, at 9 a.m. Moscow time, Russian and Ukrainian war correspondents announced the complete transfer of the settlement of Obukovka, in the Glushkovsky district, under the control of the Russian army. The well-known military journalist and expert Yuri Podolyaka also stated that the Russian army had interrupted the operational pause in the Kursk region and launched a new stage of offensive operations in this direction of the front. In his summary, he particularly emphasized the situation in the Glushkovsky district of the Kursk region. According to him, as of October 1, 2024, Russian troops completely knocked out the Ukrainian army units from such settlements as Krasnooktyabrsky and Obukovka, south of the village of Veseloy. Thus, Yuri Podolyaka confirmed that in the Glushkovsky district of the Kursk region, only one settlement remains under the control of the Ukrainian army, Novyi Put. At the same time, he noted that due to the constant work of Russian combat aviation and unmanned aerial vehicles, Ukrainian soldiers in the village of Novyi Put were left without supplies. Against this backdrop, Yuri Podolyaka expressed confidence that the Ukrainian army would surrender this settlement without a fight in the coming days. Surprisingly, pro-Ukrainian American military experts from the Institute for the Study of War were also forced to admit the failures of the Ukrainian army in the Glushkovsky district of the Kursk region. According to them, the Ukrainian army has been continuing offensive operations in the Glushkovsky district for more than 2 weeks. And at the same time, Ukraine has not yet achieved any confirmed successes. At the same time, American military experts, as always, decided not to talk about the huge losses of the Ukrainian army in manpower and equipment, so as not to shock the Western audience. By the way, on September 30, 2024, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation officially announced that since August 6, the Ukrainian army lost 18,900 soldiers and 2,000 units of heavy equipment. Against this backdrop, the well-known Ukrainian military expert Konstantin Mashevets admitted that the offensive operation of Russian troops is only gaining momentum in the Kursk region. According to him, the Russian High Military Command had currently concentrated 41,000 troops in this direction of the front. At the same time, he noted that after the liberation of the Kursk region, all this powerful force would be directed at capturing not Sumy, but the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian expert expressed confidence that after the liberation of the Kursk region and the capture of Donbass, Russian troops will launch a full-scale operation to capture the Kharkiv region. According to him, the offensive operation on the Sumy region would take place only after the capture of the entire Kharkiv region, including one of the largest cities in Europe, Kharkiv. Meanwhile, the commander of Spetsnaz Akhmet General Abdi-Yaladanov officially announced the destruction of another large group of foreign mercenaries in the Kursk region. According to him, the destroyed militants turned out to be Israeli mercenaries, who fought in the ranks of the armed forces of Ukraine. It is reported that 50 Israeli mercenaries were part of the 84th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. They were ambushed and destroyed by Russian Spetsnaz in the Sudzhansky district of the Kursk region, near the settlement of Plekovo. General Abdi-Yaladanov also confirmed the destruction of the Israeli-made air defense radar station Rada in the Kursk region. It is reported that the Russian side is well aware that the Ukrainian High Military Command uses not only Israeli mercenaries on the territory of the Kursk region, but also Israeli weapons systems. Against this backdrop, it becomes clear why in late September this year, the Reuters news agency, citing its own sources in British intelligence, said that Russia was preparing to transfer our 800 Onyx supersonic anti-ship missiles to Yemen's Houthis. According to military experts and analysts, if Yemen's Houthis receive these Russian supersonic anti-ship missiles, the situation in the Middle East will change dramatically. The fact is that these Russian missiles will allow Yemen's Houthis not only to effectively destroy British and American warships in the Red Sea, but also to deliver a crushing blow to all ships associated with Israel. Moreover, Western experts recognize that if Russia decides to transfer its weapons systems to Lebanon, Iran, and Syria, the position of Israel will rapidly deteriorate in the Middle East. Given all this, I would advise Benjamin Netanyahu not to play with fire, and to quickly withdraw from Ukraine not only all Israeli mercenaries, but even defensive types of Israeli-made weapons.